So I saw your message there, Esther. Wanted to ask about Raylynn's leg casting. How does that work? Have you seen improvement? Does she have pain with it? Asking for my daughter. Are you referring to the casting that she had after her hip surgery, or the AFOs that she wears? Because after hip surgery, the casting was purely for keeping her immobilized. It wasn't so much therapeutic to help her legs heal a certain way or anything. Because the hip surgery was just for her hips, and then her casting actually started below that. And that was, once again, that was just to keep her legs apart so that she didn't hurt her hips. Basically, they were afraid that if she would have crossed her legs after surgery, then some of the surgery could have kind of undone itself. But her AFOs, yes, her AFOs do help her have range of motion, so that like her feet want to naturally curve in. They call it clubbed foot. Is that what they call it? Or clubfoot? Her feet want to turn in and be really, really rigid. But her AFOs help her to keep that range of motion. And we are constantly also, like, especially her hands, we're constantly, when we're next to her, we're doing this kind of stuff and playing with her fingers, playing with her thumbs, playing with her wrist to keep that range of motion. Because a lot of people with CP are what they have trouble with spasticity. So her limbs can get really rigid like this, and her hands want to kind of turn in, and her feet as well. So she takes gabapentin for that, which helps a little bit. She takes gabapentin 3 times a day to help with that spasticity. And then her AFOs help with that some. And then she also, from time to time, gets Botox and ethanol injections that help a lot with spasticity. But you can't get that all the time, and it wears off, so you have to kind of get it from time to time. But yes, those help. Okay, I heard of cast that will work like AFOs, but it stays on. Inara has AFOs, but not working well anymore. Yeah, I would say talk to your doctor. I think it's going to be different for different people. But I know that Raelynn just did recently get recasted. She got her AFOs adjusted. How's Raylynn's journey with her splints / casts going? Does she still have to wear them? No, so she never had. It was never for her therapy. It's always for whether or not she's comfortable. So her comfort, we've determined, is basically the same with or without them. She's still in some pain, but her casts and splints don't really help relieve that pain. What we usually need to do is just change her position. So if she's on her back, we'll move her to her side. If she's on her side, we'll move her to her back. Sometimes getting into her wheelchair helps, and then oftentimes getting out of her wheelchair helps. All right, I'm going to jump off, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Like I said before, if you want to join us again next month, then join us as a member. It's $2 a month. But either way, I'll